Hello and welcome to the first in a series of webinars produced by the Employment Support Team at Carers Support Centre. My name is Fiona and I manage the Employment Support Team for Carers Support Centre. My team, Abby, Stacey and Kirsty, all work on the West of England Works employment project that supports carers and former carers aged 16 plus to feel more confident and better prepared in seeking training and employment opportunities across Bristol, South Gloucestershire, Baines and North Somerset. The project is part of a national programme called Building Better Opportunities, co-funded by the National Lottery and ESF to invest in local projects tackling the root cause of poverty, promoting social inclusion and driving local jobs and growth. As a thematic partner for carers, our aim is to support unpaid carers gain new skills and flexible employment that fits around their caring role. We do this by working with carers one-to-one to understand their needs and barriers into work, creating tailored action plans to help them achieve their goals. Carers are offered a variety of bespoke sessions helping them realise their potential and plan for the future. Our sessions can include anything from support, updating their CV and completing job applications to help with benefits or sourcing training courses to refresh their skills. So what carers do we support? The eligibility for the project is as follows. Carers or former carers aged 16 plus with their own national insurance number, unemployed for more than 12 months or economically inactive, living in Bristol, South Gloucestershire, Baines or North Somerset, with evidence of the legal right to work in the United Kingdom. If you would like more information on the project or would like to make a referral, please email us at employment@carersupportcentre.org.uk or alternatively, call the office line on 011 73 771 015. For now, I'm going to pass you over to my team to talk you through some of the support they've been able to give carers and the amazing outcomes they've achieved. Abby, over to you.
Hi, I'm just going to talk to you today about a lady that I supported called Di. She hadn't worked for over 20 years due to taking a career break to care for children with disabilities. When I first met Di, she lacked self-confidence and she didn't really have any recent employability skills. She didn't have a CV. She didn't really know what a CV was, and it had been a long time since she'd done any job applications or attend any interviews. So we agreed to have 6 one-to-one sessions, and the first thing that we did was look at creating a CV. I talked to Di about her skills that she'd built up during caring, and actually it turned out she had loads of transferable skills she could use in a job. This really helped build up her self-esteem. We also looked at job applications, and I referred Di to do a course at the library to help her build up her skills around online applications and make sure that she was confident to apply for jobs without my help. After that, we did a lot of interview coaching, looking at ways to prepare for interviews and to come across confidently. Di had actually identified a job that she wanted to do right from the start. A local care home was being built just round the corner from where she lived, but at the start she didn't have the confidence to approach the employer and ask if they were recruiting. Towards the end of the time with me, Di had built up enough confidence to approach the employer, and I attended an interview with her for moral support. She did really well at the interview and actually demonstrated that her skills would be perfect to work for the home, and she was successful in getting a job as a housekeeper. She's hoping now to train as a care assistant and to remain there, which is great news, and Di felt really proud of her project while she was working with me on the programme. Now I'm going to pass over to Stacey, who's going to talk to you about another lady that we've worked with.
Yes, I've been working with Sue. She provides care for her mum as well as managing her own health needs. She was made redundant from an administration role 15 months ago and registered onto our programme for support to get back into work. Since being unemployed, Sue's self-confidence has reduced and she feels less optimistic about her options for getting back into work. She feels that her administration skills are becoming outdated and she is less able to compete against other applicants. I worked with Sue to identify what was holding her back from getting her into a job, and together we set manageable targets to overcome those barriers and to move closer towards employment. Sue felt that one of the main issues was lack of recent qualifications. She had completed training many years ago and didn't feel confident about going back into formal college or training centre. Together we searched for training options and found an IT refresher course running at Sue's local library. She liked the fact that the course ran for just a couple of hours a week, so she was still able to provide care for her mum, as well as looking after her own health needs. Our project has also helped Sue to create a CV, search and apply for jobs, and we have also funded a visit to the hairdressers in preparation for an interview. Sue now feels much more able to go out and get a job. And passing over to Kirsty now.
And I worked with Gary on the project. When Gary came onto the project, he'd been caring for a family member for 13 years, so he'd had a long break in employment, but he had a huge wealth of experience from his earlier career prior to caring. But despite that, he'd been trying to apply for lots of jobs, but he wasn't being successful. So Gary came onto the project, and we started by trying to identify suitable jobs based on his skill set. He had to offer employers, and we then moved on to his CV and covering letters. So we did a lot of work on reshaping his CV and tailoring his skills to what the job specification was, and also creating cover letters, which was new for Gary. It's not something that he'd done before. So he developed all these skills, and Gary applied for 3 jobs that allowed him flexibility to carry on caring, and he was actually successful in securing 2 jobs. So Gary came onto the project really struggling to find work, and he actually left the project with 2 part-time jobs that were really flexible to his caring role, which is great. And Gary is very similar to many other carers that we support that often have a long break in their career due to caring. And I think it just demonstrates that although the kind of process can feel quite daunting in kind of getting back to work, you know, we are here to support you. So if you do feel you benefit, then please do get in contact.